We're all familiar with the Passover Seder. The word Seder means order. And Passover, we focus on order. That everything that we're going to do the night of Passover should be done in an orderly way. Passover is primarily a holiday for children, whether by biological children or children in terms of our spirituality. We all possess a childlike innocence. And children need to be educated, and education requires order. Now, even though Passover, we transcend order as well, because the word Pesach, Passover, means passing over, not just passing over the homes of the Israelites who were not hurt when God punished the firstborn Egyptians, but it also means to transcend the order. But that's exactly the point over here. The order of Passover means to take that which is transcendent, that which goes beyond the order of logic, and introduce it into logic as well. And that's how the Rebbe explains the 15 items of the Seder. What's the significance of the number 15? God's name, the Tetragrammaton, begins with the two letters, a Yud and a Hey. They add up to 15. What is a Yud and a Hey symbolize? What do they represent? The divine attributes of Chachma and Bina, wisdom and understanding. So we start off the Passover Seder. Though it's Passover, it's transcendent, it's beyond understanding, but we then introduce it into our conscious minds, into our Chachma, into our Bina, into our wisdom and understanding. As I mentioned, Passover Seder was intended not just for little children, it's for everyone, but we focus on the child. And not only that, we focus on the child within us, because every one of us is God's little child. And when we start to ask the 4 questions, we look at ourselves as God's little children, and we're asking these questions. When the Haggadah, the text that we use at the Seder, talks about the 4 sons or 4 children, we're not talking about some 4 little kids sitting at the Seder table. We're talking about ourselves. There's a part of us that's the Chacham, that's the wise son, the curious son, the one who wants to know and is not satisfied with superficial answers. There's the part of us that's rebellious. There's a part of us that's simple. We're not looking for sophisticated explanation. Just tell me what I have to do. And there's the part of us who doesn't even ask questions because we're indifferent. We're sometimes in a mood of apathetic mood, and we don't really care. We have all these 4 sons, and as the Rebbe said, there's a 5th son that doesn't even come to the Seder. There's a part of us that doesn't even show up. But all of these sons, all of these childlike characteristics of children are all present in ourselves. And the Seder has to respond to each one of those characteristics in ourselves. So let's go to the first of the 15 different items of the Seder, Kadesh. Kadesh simply means sanctify. It refers to the first thing we do at the Seder is we recite the Kiddush. Kiddush is a prayer that we recite every Friday night, every holiday, which is the prayer that we say to usher in the holiness of the day. Now, the second of the 15 items is Urchatz, to wash our hands. You would think that before you become sanctified, you have to first be cleansed. Before you dedicate yourself to a higher cause, you have to get away from the lowliness that you experienced before. Yet here we do it the reverse. We say Kadesh, we're going to sanctify, and then Urchatz, we're going to wash ourselves. And the reason for that is that Passover is unique. God sanctifies us before we're even ready. God, it says in the Torah, that God passed over the door, the entrances of the homes of the Israelites. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Barditchev, the very famous Hasidic master, said that the word Pesach, the entrance to the homes, is an allusion to, it's a hint to, what God asks us to open up a little door. Before God responds to us, he asks us, Pischuli, open up a little door, a little bit, even if it's a tiny little, like the eye of a needle, and I will respond to you. That's the general approach, that we have to start the process ourselves. We have to initiate the process of getting close to God, of becoming holy. But on Passover, God passes over the entrance. He passes over our need to open ourselves up, because Passover is different from any other holiday. Let's take Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is a holiday that happens after a full month of preparation and a whole summer before Rosh Hashanah, because Rosh Hashanah is about what we do to get God to reciprocate and to respond to us. In the book of the Song of Songs, there's a verse that says, Ani lidodi vidodi li. I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. You start off with showing your love for your beloved. We show off our love for God, and God will reciprocate. And in fact, the month of Elul, the month before Rosh Hashanah, actually Elul is a acronym for those 4 words. Ani lidodi, I am to my beloved, vidodi li, and my beloved is to me. Passover, it's the reverse. There's another verse, a sister verse, that has it in the opposite direction. Dodi li, my beloved has shown his love to me, va'ani lo, and then I will reciprocate by showing love for him. Passover night, God says to us, you are holy. You are holy the way you are. You don't have to cleanse yourself first. I am establishing you as a holy people. And then, after that, we go back to the cleansing, which we'll discuss in the next installment.